came a time where, my parents were both addicts. So, I've seen a lot, been through a lot. As far as my environment, going back and forth from my mom to my aunt, and eventually my aunt taking custody of me. Again, my life was fair, played sports, typical thing, but right outside my doorsteps, literally outside my doorsteps, where, guys were selling drugs. So I was introduced to that. I've seen it. I was around it. I had to walk by it every day, to the point where even though I wasn't selling it, I used to be asked for it, So my environment was harsh. Fights, shooting, stabbings, you name it. I've seen it. Drug selling, prostitution. I've seen it all. So I was 20. I was 20 years old. I watched one of my closest, not watch, but one of my closest friends got killed. And so me and some friends of mine, we went out and caught revenge. And I was at the age of 20 when I was convicted of murder, was sentenced to life in prison. While I was in prison, for a long time, I just sat in prison. Sat there, really wasn't doing much with my time, but the time, because I thought it would never end. And eventually there became a time where it was time for me to mature. And so I think my turning point of maturing, I used to talk to the younger guys that was coming in and out, telling me the same stories that I lived before, or that they thought they wanted to live. And so a big portion of my time was spent mentoring kids, trying to change the narrative, get them to think other than just the streets.
From the outside looking in, it didn't only affect me, it affected my two sons, Wayne and Robert. They had no father to raise them when I first had them. Big Rob was very childish himself. He was in the streets. He wanted to be smoking and drinking and doing all the things that, some of the street dudes do. Probably with other females, let's be honest, and things like that. He wasn't mature. He wasn't mature at all. He was mature when it came to what he had to do to make money in the streets, but as far as being a dad and being a good boyfriend, he was not mature at all. So it affected me. It did a lot to me emotionally and in every way. It was hard being a parent to two boys, because even though a lot of women think they can teach a male how to be a man, you can't. As much as I think a woman thinks she can teach a man how to be a man, you can't. You need a male figure to show you that. Thank you. Only a man, a true man, can show young males how to be a man. Me as a woman, I don't have the certain aspects that a man has to show a young boy what a man should be. I can only assume or say that this is what I look for in a man and show them certain things. Can I teach them how to be a better person or a good person? Absolutely. But as far as being a man, no, that's totally different. That's just like a man couldn't teach a woman how to be a woman, to me.
All the people that was hurt through my actions, the life that I took, just 24 years of not being there for your children, for your loved ones, just, again, taking a life, it became very important because, I can't give no life back, I can't give no time back. Only thing I can do is try to, pay it forward, as they say. So again, that just, doubles back to saving one person at a time. And, saving one person at a time is making a big difference. It's making a real big difference.